little past 7:07, which is just fine. It's time for 7 minutes of sunshine, and I have a very special guest that you could probably recognize. It's Councilmember Priscilla Tyson. Hi, Priscilla.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm thrilled. We're so lucky to get to chat with you this morning, and that you're willing to share your values with us, the values that drive you, and your superpower today. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Happy to be here.
All right. Well, listen, just a quick intro. Everybody knows who you are, but you have been on city council, I believe. Am I right? Since 2007, is that right? Oh
Mhm.
my gosh.
That's correct.
Oh
Yes,
my
I
gosh.
know.
And you founded City Year Columbus and
Mhm.
ran that for a very long time. And you went to Eastmore High School, graduated from Franklin University, live in Eastmore today, even, which is amazing. And you have 5 grown children. God bless you. I admire you. I respect you. I'm learning. I learned from you about that because I'm trying to do that with. I have my own 2 children, and then I've been fortunate enough to get to serve with you on the Commission on Black Girls, which has been phenomenal work. Right?
I
Phenomenal
think
work.
so.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, so okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over to you and have you share your values and superpower with us, and then we'll chat on the other side. All right?
Thank you. Well, again, I'm so happy to be with you, Tom. Just appreciate everything that you do in our community and make it a better place. So thank you. So, my superpower is my faith. That is what I lean on every single day. I'm someone that I read the Bible every day, and I just rely on my faith to be able to get me through each and every day. And without that, it would be for me personally, it would not be. It would be difficult just because life has so many challenges, ups and downs, and so to be able to get through that, that's what really does drive me, and it's just depicted on the screen, even at my swearing in with my bishop and my husband. So it's about, first of all, faith, faith that moves me. And then, of course, it is my family. And as you mentioned, we have 5 grown children, but it is my family. It's about making sure that they are, that I do my best to try to I don't say take care of them, but provide for them in ways that they can be the best individuals they can be, that they're able to also serve in our communities, be role models. So I'm so proud of my family, my grandchildren, and then my extended family, which happen to be, I have many friends that I certainly um, that I rely on to help me also. So family and friends, but is what's key in my life. And then my some of my other values really are about hope. I'm very hopeful. I think that no matter what we're going through, that we're certainly going to be able to move forward. I just believe that when I think about uh, just life in general, like as I said, sometimes life does will bring you challenges, but we have to remain hopeful in the time that we're in right now, which we would have never thought we would be in a pandemic. But we got to be hopeful that we'll get through it, and hopefully through this time, we've also um, in terms of my family, just being able, even being hopeful means being around, spending more time with my family, which is wonderful, but also being hopeful to be able to do my job in a different way. In terms of integrity, for me, Tom, it's about, I want to be a person of integrity, and I want to have people around me who have integrity. So integrity and honesty are just key to who I am as an individual. I think that all we have always is just our name and how people, and so I try my best to be a person of integrity at all times, and honesty, and honesty goes with integrity, so that's very, very important to me. And then service. Of course, I love service. I believe that each and every person is put on earth to be able to serve. And I've been very fortunate to be able to have served in different capacities. You mentioned the work of City Year through my church, but also working through my church to serve, but also to be able to serve on City Council. I just think elected office means that you are serving your community. I believe that I work for the residents of, if you work in Columbus or you live in work in Columbus or live in Columbus, and my job is to work for you each and every day. And I've tried to demonstrate that through some of the projects, certain projects that I'm very interested in. The one you can see, I worked with John Commissioner O'Grady to start the local food action plan. And I am very excited of the work that we've been able to do to change, think about food in our community, making sure people have access to healthy food, affordable food, and local food, but also to look at food as an economic driver and food waste. And then, so that's been near and dear to me for all the work that's there through that service. And then the service that you have served with me on the Commission on Black Girls to make sure that um, that that our girls have a trajectory of their life to have a better life than they currently may have, and that doesn't matter what their lives are right now. How do we move them forward because they are the leaders of tomorrow? And so, service, family, being always hopeful, being a person of integrity, but most importantly, is my faith is what drives me.
Hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you. That is excellent. And so, Priscilla, I have to ask you, given all those values that you hold, I'm sure you've been leaning on them in a big way during this time, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm curious as to what the last 6 months have been like for you, given everything that's going on with the gosh, just everything. What's it been like, and how have you held to those values? How have they helped you during this time?
Well, I tell you, Tom, these last 6 months, certainly, we couldn't have planned for a pandemic. So that, and then you add the racial injustice to that, and just the climate in which we're living in.
Mhm.
So the only way that I've been able to move through that is really just my faith and my hope, those two values.
Mhm.
Knowing that at some point we will move through the pandemic
Mhm.
at some point. And so for me, it's it's knowing that it's not going to be, from my personal perspective, it isn't going to be anytime soon. So I just have to hold on to that and know that eventually will come out, and I don't plan for it to be over. In terms of the social and racial injustice, I mean, Tom, we have been dealing with this. I had to say this. When we passed that resolution, racism is a public health crisis. Racial injustice has been going on for over 400 years. And there are times when we made some movement, but it's clear that we have not made enough movement.
Mhm.
And I think that so what so I'm very hopeful that that we'll be able to make some change occur that we haven't seen in a while. And I think I think what gives me hope too, Tom, is just seeing the number of people that are out voting.
Mhm.
That shows that people care about change,
Mhm.
and that makes me hopeful.
Excellent. I thank you so much for all the work you've done. I decades of work, right? And just we're so lucky to have leaders like you in our community who just show up every day, right?
Mhm.
Year after year, keep at it. Ups, right? The ups and downs, right? The ups and downs. And it's just it's God's work. It's God's work. And I just want to thank you for all of it. I mean, you've shown up in so many places for so long, and you're crucial in this moment that we're in, providing leadership, doing what's right, making sure you get food to folks, like you
Yeah.
said, working with our Black girls. My
Yes.
gosh,
Mhm.
excellent, fantastic work with great leaders. I know you were there when we broke ground for the Stonewall Community Center. You've always been with our community. You've always
Mhm.
held us up. You've always looked out after us. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the work you've done. And we're just lucky. We're lucky to have you, and we're lucky that you're doing what you're doing. So, a big thank you, first of
Thank
all.
you. Mm.
It's so great to hear you share your values. And I think, especially with folks that are in public service, there's a lot of misperceptions about people that are out there trying to help people in public service, and I think it's helpful to hear the values uh, that drive you and drive others,
Mhm.
and for
Mhm.
folks to understand that I mean, you're doing this because of your faith and service and hope, and the integrity that's important to you, the people you surround yourself with. So Priscilla, thank you so much. You've been a great friend, you've been a
Thank
great
you.
leader, and I just really appreciate you sharing today.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate this opportunity to be able to be with you. You are someone that I've gotten to know over now a long period of time,
It's
and
been a long time
and,
now.
you know, yes, I can remember our first interaction as a matter of fact. And so I just really appreciate your leadership and to this community, and I mean the whole community, not only the LGBTQ plus community, the whole community, and I just appreciate that. And I do remember when Carla asked me, when first of all, Carla came to me about the stone wall, the new well, continuing to improve it, renovate it. And
Mhm,
I think that I said, well, the city was, let's put our money in first to be able
mhm.
to move to get other monies to come in. And
Yep.
so but I just, because it's about equity, it's about making sure this is a great community for all, for all. And so again, I appreciate being here this morning with you, and just really appreciate not only your leadership but your whole family's leadership to our community.
Oh,
And
thank you so much.
may you be blessed, taking care of our beautiful, you're taking care of those beautiful Black girls that you have. So be
Thank
blessed.
you. I'm always reaching out and saying, "Now, am I doing this okay? Am I doing this okay?" But that love goes a long way, doesn't it?
It
Love goes
does.
a long way.
Yes.
Um, well, listen, thank you so much for joining me. I have a little tagline I always end with, which is, "Even when it's really cloudy out, the sun is always shining." Right?
It is.
Right.
It
And
is.
we'll just keep working together and keep making this city great. It's a great city we live in, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I love being. I'm from Columbus, and I love Columbus. So thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Tom.
you. All right. Well, listen, you have
Have
a
a
great day.
wonderful
I
day.
really appreciate you joining me. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye bye.